YouTuber, ooh, I should try this. YouTuber reportedly faked GTA live stream to have an alibi while he committed murder. This was the Sam Cedar, Steven Crowder, oh my god, what a nightmare strategy right here, where they pre-record something in order to, in order to have like an alibi, to get other people, you know, charged with the murder of a woman, which authorities say the content creator faked a live stream during the time of her death as a way to give himself an alibi. Damn, dude, this guy felt so smart, I bet you. He was like, heh, these normies will never catch on to me. he's like Yagami Light over here. Galaxy brain shit. They'll never. Moist just did a vid, he's sick. Yo, okay, we'll check a Moist vid. Moist man! Bring it. I want to know more about the story. Is it Walmart has a huge problem? Because that dropped an hour ago. Most evil streamer ever. Oh, he made a video on me.
I'll be honest, I don't usually cover topics like what I'm about to touch on today, because it's extremely serious. Usually the stuff I cover is things to point and laugh at.
I will not take this seriously.
Throw tomatoes at, say, boo, stinky, yucky, boo, or just so. I looked it up there, there wasn't a ton of specifics mentioned about the case of that magnitude to prove their innocence and act as a smokescreen to cover up their crimes. And the person I'm about to talk about hasn't been found guilty yet, but they have been charged with murder with overwhelming evidence. Extremely compelling and strong evidence. On December 18th in Ireland, a woman named Natalie McNally was stabbed to death in her own home. She was
That's not good, don't do that.
15 weeks pregnant at the time of her death. And the person accused of the murder is a man named Stephen McCullough. He is a YouTuber as well as streamer. He mainly focused on toy reviews as far as I can tell, specifically seeming to be a big Doctor Who toy reviewer. So what happened is, on the night of Natalie McNally's murder, Stephen McCullough went live on his channel. And this live stream is still up right now. It's a 6-hour live stream. And this was crucial evidence to prove his innocence on this evening. Because how could McCullough have possibly killed someone when there's proof of him streaming from his home at the same time that the murder had taken place? So they eventually, after bringing him in initially on suspicion of being involved in this case, let him go. Because this live stream did serve as a proof.
Oh, he must have felt so smug, man. Oh, man. Oh, he must have felt so smug. Okay, the way this must have played out during the following hearing, this had to be like some Ace Attorney bullshit right here. Literally like, how could the defendant have possibly committed this crime when they were live streaming at the time? Objection! Were they though? What? Were they live streaming at the time? Phoenix! I have here a testimony from a technological expert claiming that live stream was pre-recorded. What? What's wrong? What does that mean? It means the defendant was actually present at the scene of the crime and covered his tracks with, you're like, oh man, fuck. Very rarely do you get revelations like that. Whew.
Pretty good alibi for him. Plus, this wasn't just streamed to 0 viewers, there were real sentient human beings with a pulse there to watch this stream, so should any of this information ever come to light, there would be a lot of witnesses saying, no, I was watching him stream, he was 100% at home. So that was his whole plan. And while this worked for a brief period of time getting him out of suspicion, it was an ephemeral victory because after the investigators combed through about 4,000 hours worth of CCTV footage, they kind of pinned his whole location. They got his whole itinerary here. They were able to track him around and follow him around like it was a fucking Sims character. So not only did they see him through the CCTV evidence, but they also had the account of the taxi driver. They even took notice of things like a yellow glove underneath a black glove.
Like Light Yagami doing homework while hiding the mini TV in the chips bag. Literally, though. This is just the modern equivalent of I'm going to take this potato chip and eat it, you know? Like, the police will be looking for my location at this exact time, but all they'll have to look at is a pre-recorded live stream. I'll take this clip and upload it.
Glove while giving change to a bus driver, and with all of this, they had a really strong case against him being the murderer, but they still had that live stream to explain, because again, there is a live stream that did span the entire course where all of this took place. So how the fuck does this happen? You know, is he David Copperfield? Like, what, 2 places at once? Is this some kind of prestige situation where he had like a twin or a clone of himself?
How are you the kind of guy to pre-record a live stream to give yourself an alibi, but you also take a taxi to the murder? How do you do that? how does a person... Okay, pre-recording a live stream actually isn't a bad bit to give yourself an out. That's not bad, right? Like, okay, most cops are pretty, like, technologically illiterate, and I doubt, like, judges are that much better. And frankly, I doubt lawyers are that much better. It might not even occur to them to get a technological expert on to testify to the veracity of the live stream. Why would you take the taxi? It seems like he actually would have gotten away for it if it weren't for the fact that they were able to pinpoint his location with all of the CCTV camera footage, right? Because initially he was acquitted. They were not acquitted, but they dropped the investigation because of the live stream. But then he went and was caught on all those cameras. He had his phone with him. He had his phone with him? Oh my god. Keep watching his stream wasn't exactly convincing. Uh-oh.
The actual answer is it's far simpler than you would possibly ever think. The live stream was fake. Yes, the stream went live on his channel during this whole period of time, but it wasn't actually a live stream. It was a pre-recorded video that Stephen...
Yeah, he was actually streaming the murder, lol. Oh, he accidentally hit go live on his phone while he was doing the murder. So he was like, in the courtroom, he was like, look, I was live streaming at the time. I couldn't have done it. And they're like, okay, but on a separate stream key, like you were also...
had recorded days prior in order to look like a live stream, to mimic a live stream, so that way it could be used as an alibi for him. And when you watch the live stream, which again is still up on his channel, there are so many alarming red flag moments throughout it, even from the get-go. So he mentions at the very beginning of this live stream that he's not going to be able to read chat for a variety of technical reasons. One of them being it would crash his computer, it'd freeze the computer, it'd ruin the whole stream because of all of these deep tech problems that he couldn't solve. Everything's gone cattywampus, so he won't be able to read your chat. More like, Doctor, who's talking? Because I can't see you, I'm not reading chat. He just keeps reiterating over and over and over again that there's going to be no chat interaction. Because obviously, since this is a pre-recorded thing, there is no chat for him to read or interact with.
Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame. Can't look at the live chat for some bloody reason, because if I do, it makes the whole thing freeze and OBS just screws up.
And he just kept, like, explaining why he can't read chat, and then he started talking about... Like,
that's a really dumb excuse. Why? First of all, just don't mention it. If you're the kind of streamer who looks at chat a lot, either say, like, your second monitor broke, and then break it. You're trying to get away with murder here. Like, you know, let's understand the stakes at play here. You know, actually have it broken or drop it, whatever, you know. Or second, just say you have a fucking headache. Literally, like, I've done that. Like, oh my god, my head hurts so much. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be kind of quiet today. Yeah, like, pretty simple. If you really want to get fancy about it, you can have chatbots in there that would, you could respond to it, like, predetermined intervals, kind of. Just say chat's being a bucket of bummer. Yeah, have a chatbot say something stupid 18 seconds into your live stream, overreact to it for the next hour, and then say, I don't even want to look at chat anymore, fuck you guys. And then just spend the remaining 5 hours sulking. Actually, wait, that's genius right there. Hold on, wait, that's good. That's completely realistic. You're thinking really hard on this? Jokes aside, man, can you imagine how fucked up this guy would have to be to pre-record this entire thing for 6 hours, thinking about the murder the entire time? Because the whole time he's pre-recording, he's thinking, okay, I gotta make this look convincing for when I upload it as an alibi for the murder. He was thinking about the murder every second of the 6 hours that he pre-recorded that stream. It's actually, like, psychotic, you know? Yeah, really fucked.
Well, I guess I could read it on my phone, but, you know, I get addicted to TikTok when I'm on my phone, and that's a mess. So I've put my phone in timeout in another room, so I won't be reading chats there either, and that'd probably ruin my internet too anyway. So no chat tonight. You guys can talk amongst yourself. I don't even like live streamers who read chat, so no chat for me tonight.
Yeah, it looks like the only thing all this preparation has done is that it's guaranteed a murder one charge, or whatever the Irish equivalent is, right? Because there's no way a lawyer could argue it wasn't fully premeditated while he's doing all this shit. No, like murder of passion or accidental anything. It's just very first degree murder is like fully intentional and premeditated. It's like second degree murder. Second degree murder is not premeditated but is intentional, I think. And then third degree murder is negligent homicide, right? where you don't intend to and you don't plan to, but it happens unintentionally. But there is a difference between third-degree murder and manslaughter, I think. I think third-degree murder is when your actions would reasonably have killed the person. Heat of the moment, yeah, like crime of passion, but you didn't plan it, you weren't intending to do it. And manslaughter is like completely unintentional. Yeah, manslaughter is an oopsie. Manslaughter is when you go, eto, eh? Why is that not an emote? Bleh. This is manslaughter. I don't know how the murder charges are in Ireland or whatever, but now it's murder 1 for this guy, so he's kind of fucked himself. Manslaughter is unintentional but neglectful. Yeah, neglectful. Yeah. So third-degree murder would be crime of passion. Manslaughter would be like you should have been more responsible so as to prevent this from happening, basically. Yeah. If I find this as an emote, can I put it in the back end? Thana, could we get a double wide emote, like Peepo wide for this? I would actually love this as an emote. Like, wouldn't that be so cute? You'd have to finish the elbow though, or the elbow. I don't know if I don't know if the main source of this image has the elbow complete, but yeah. We'll try. I mean, I could edit it. I can do that at least. I tried to add that one image as an emote the other day. The one where Hatsune Miku is staring at a pipe bomb. Unfortunately, the sketchy art style just didn't work very well with the emote format. Pipe bomb. Whoa, so cool. I tried adding it. Add more emotes that are anime. Dude, 90% of the emotes aren't anime, okay? This is hardly an anime, like, dominant emote portfolio. An example of third-degree murder is shooting someone you find sleeping with your partner. Like, yeah, because you didn't you like walk in, you didn't premeditate a murder, and you just freak out and shoot them. You didn't like plan it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't kill people, guys. I'd say second degree for that example. Maybe that would be second degree. I don't know. It's okay. We're not legal experts, okay? That would be, maybe that'd be second degree because you plan to, because you pull out the gun. Maybe like third degree there would be like you bust down the bedroom door and see somebody fucking your wife or whatever, and you like freak out and hit them really hard and it kills them. Maybe? I don't know. Stop. Be careful with each other, by the way, okay? You can accidentally kill somebody just by punching them, all right? Human life is fragile and should be respected, all right? For real.
There's plenty of streamers who don't interact with chat, but to go this long and this in-depth on things that make absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever to explain why you're not going to be reading chat or reacting to donations is definitely a little odd. And there's plenty of other really alarming moments about this stream, especially looking back on it in hindsight. He keeps reiterating that he's live, this is live, and he's staying inside all night. He talks about, like, drinking and driving, and he'd never drink and drive, which is why he's staying...
Man, guys, I'm just sorry I can't interact with chat. I'm just really loving this stream. I'm loving doing this stream indoors at my house at 7:32 p.m. It's a lot of fun right here at the moment. Just one of the reasons I like it, for example, non-violent activity. Sometimes you're feeling a bit frustrated. That's just part of life. That's okay. But you can just play video games. You can just let out that aggression. You don't have to hurt anyone. In fact, I would never hurt anyone at 7:33 p.m. At my home, live.
Inside, drinking on stream live for his viewers to enjoy. He's playing GTA Vice City throughout the stream, and he's making comments about, like, how the police force is no longer, like, equipped to handle cases, and there's a rise in crime. It's in the real world he's talking about. It's all very fucking alarming stuff, but by far the scariest thing he says has to be this.
Yeah, that's physics. That's what would happen in the real world. Abso-fucking-notly. Abso-fucking-notly.
What?
Completely out of nowhere, unprompted, he mentions someone named.
Oh, another big flaw, okay? If you want to use your live streams as an alibi, you can't use Grand Theft Auto, because if there are a bunch of boomers in the jury, they'll watch that and they'll go, playing Grand Theft Auto, only the depraved mind of a murderer would do that, you know? I missed that last bit because I was thinking of the stupid joke.
Abso-fucking-notly.
Oh my god, I didn't even hear that. Holy shit. All right, just playing Grand Theft Auto, murdering my ex-girlfriend. Wait. San Andreas. For that murder, Wait, he said her name? Yeah, listen.
Abso-fucking-notly. Abso-fucking-notly. Abso-fucking-notly.
Natalie.
Completely out of nowhere, unprompted, he mentions someone named Natalie in a pretty menacing way. And once again, there's plenty of other things he says in here that are very scary.
Yeah, was that actually intentional? Because he looked at the camera when he did that. Okay, I'd like to think that I'm a relatively composed person, but if I was recording a live stream to serve as an alibi while I murder somebody, and I dropped their name accidentally in the alibi tape, I feel like I would immediately slam my fist down on the end recording and start over again. Legit, I think I would. It's like, nope! Fucking shit, break my keyboard on the escape key there. Oh my god! If that was intentional, like fully psychotic, you know?
Abso-fucking-notly.
Look, see, he looks. Look at that.
Completely out of nowhere, unprompted, he mentions someone named Natalie in a pretty menacing way. And once again, there's plenty of other things he says in here that are very scary, but
I'll fix it up, Dana. Thank you.
I think this one is by far the worst moment. This has been 100% confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt to be a fake live stream. When authorities seized some possessions, they found the actual video itself and concluded that it was filmed on December 13th or 14th. And also, McCullough himself has confirmed that the live stream was not actually live, it was pre-recorded, but insists that he was actually just drinking by himself alone that night. He completely denies the murder and insists that someone else may have been dropped off in a taxi near his home. This is referring to the CCTV evidence that they've gathered, pinpointing all of his locations throughout the evening. There's also other awful shit here as well. McCullough stayed pretty close to Natalie McNally's parents, and in one case even left his phone over at their house in order to, like, bug them and secretly spy on them to record their conversations to see if he was a suspect. So McCullough went to the McNally house.
What? Why? Why would you ever? Oh my god, man. He should plead guilty. There's more than enough evidence. Yeah, I don't know how the Irish court system works. In America, basically nobody pleads guilty because there's no reason to. Everyone pleads not guilty, and then 90% of people do plea deals from that. Basically, our court system is so overloaded that we don't do full trials. So they'll do not guilty, and then it'll be like, okay, so you're not guilty of murder 1, but we'll get you with murder 2, 15 years in prison, and that's the best you're getting. I don't know what it's like in Ireland. I don't really know. What? The American criminal justice system is really, really, really overloaded. So generally the strat, and by the strat, I mean like this is legitimately like 90% of cases go to plea deal. Hold on. How many cases plea deal? So many. 90 to 95% in the United States go over to plea deal. And the other ones go to trial or guilty convictions. But usually like they won't plead guilty because plea bargaining can't really be done if you plead guilty. Like there's no reason for the district attorney to plea bargain with you when you plead guilty. This is first degree. Yeah, in first degree, plea deal is a guilty plea. Plea deal is a guilty plea to a different charge. That's not how it works. Yeah, no, like, if they charge you with murder 1, you're, like, not guilty, and then the DA rolls their eyes, and they're like, okay, we'll, like, knock it down a bit, It's, you know, we'll like, you'll plead guilty to a different charge with slightly lesser penalties, but we don't have to go through with the trial. And then your lawyer tells you to go through with it. It can be for a reduced sentence or not to charge the death penalty. Yeah, that's true. Basically, you just try to get like a concession. Yeah. Yeah, if you plead guilty right away, you can't do the plea deal bargaining. You have to plead not guilty to begin with to have even a chance at getting some kind of plea deal. Though again, this guy did murder one, so I don't know about that one.
Left his phone on record and left, but returned 40 minutes later claiming to have forgotten it, and police were saying that this was an attempt to listen into their conversations to see if they suspected him of anything in this. I can't envision a world where Stephen McCullough is not the person who committed this crime. There is just an overwhelming amount of evidence against him. And he still doesn't have a real explanation for what the possible motive to faking the live stream would even be. Nothing that makes sense, at least. And then randomly dropping Natalie's name during it. I just cannot imagine that this man is innocent, but he hasn't been found fully guilty of being the murderer yet. But yeah, overall,
It'll probably take a while for that to happen. God damn, that is wild. I like Critical. McCullough was also spotted at a morning rally. Morning rally in Logan when she was murdered. He's clearly visible in photos. What? Scroll to the bottom? Well, you gave me a lot here. Oh, hello. GAA fans will today pay special tribute to Natalie's loved ones. What it shows solidarity. Wait, is this a different news story? Oh, Natalie's loved ones. Okay, I see. In response to the news, fight goes on. Interview says, my mind. So he just showed up there looking directly at the camera. Why'd he do it? Well, she was pregnant, so I'm guessing it had something to do with not wanting a kid. That's like my guess. I obviously have no idea. Pregnant women do tend to get murdered, though, by like guys who really don't want to raise a kid. Unless maybe she was made pregnant by somebody else and he was mad about that. Yeah, I don't know. No guarantee. Just that does happen. You know, it's been known to happen. It's not good, obviously.